Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kings of Horror.
In case you haven't heard, Bibbs and I are reviewing Stephen King films on the big screen every day this month.
And today, we're looking at a little film I like to call John Cusack in a Crazy Hotel Room, but it's actually called 1408. John Cusack plays a writer, surprise, who chronicles the history of so-called haunted hotels across America. His latest subject, Room 1408 in New York City's Dolphin Hotel, proves to be the real thing, stranding Cusack alone in a room with malevolent spirits, killer plumbing, and an increasingly crazy series of supernatural events that threaten to destroy his sanity, or at least come to grips with the untimely death of his own young daughter. 1408 starts out fantastically. Like the first half hour, 45 minutes of this film are one of the great haunted house stories. John Cusack is a really interesting character. The setup is creepy. And as Room 1408 starts messing with his head, it really gets under your skin. It's very, very eerie and wrong. And then the movie completely goes insane. It goes nuts. It's desperate to try to keep your attention in this single location. And I think it overdoes it, personally.
Really?
I think I still like it. It's still good, but I think I didn't need to see the room flooded with ocean water.
Oh, I love that
stuff. I just think that might play well like in a big screen, but over time, as you watch it again and again, if you're inclined to do so,
well, because
it ends up feeling like they're trying to polish something a little too much.
Well, it's up against a wall. I mean, we've seen so many haunted house movies and so many haunted room stories, whatever. We've seen so many haunted supernatural shenanigan movies that it really needs to like go big or go home. And
this goes so big, I'm not scared anymore. I'm just sort of I'm interested.
Well, it's
but I'm not
mix.
scared. I go from being scared to just sort of I wonder what's going to happen next.
Well, this movie does do something which I really like. It really pulls the rug out from under you. Probably about 2/3 of the way in.
Oh,
and I think that is really cool because I was honestly going, wow, this is really the end. But it wasn't, and that's what I really like.
I wasn't convinced, so it didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always suspected something was up.
I like 1408 a lot. I mean, like it suffers from it suffers from the we need to put Sam Jackson in everything syndrome. And he doesn't really need to be in this movie. They
need someone to come in and do an exposition scene, like just do nothing, but give exposition for like 5-10 minutes.
Sam Jackson.
And you got a guy who could deliver it well, and not get eaten by a shark in the process, which admittedly he usually has a problem with.
I also have a problem with the depiction of ghosts. I have a big problem with how you depict ghosts in movies these days, and this one falls into the glitchy, looks like video ghosts. Like they got like this kind of staticky thing going.
And they're all painted white, and they're wearing old-timey clothes. And I had a problem with that in Insidious 2 as well. It just wasn't scary for me.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think overall, I think John Cusack is rooted in something really strong and emotional, the death of his daughter, and he plays it really well. I love the setup of the movie, like you said. I mean, it's like a writer who goes to haunted houses and writes about them, and it's a great setup.
Yeah.
I really like 1408 quite a bit.
All right, well, listen, I like it too. I think it's a fun movie. John Cusack is really, really good in it. He does carry the entire film pretty much on his own. It's a blast. I just don't think it achieves greatness. I give it 3.5 Kings.
Cool. Well, I kind of agree with you. I would give this 3.5 Kings. I think that 1408 has a lot of good surprises. I think the performances are great. The depiction of some of the scares don't exactly hit you, but I do like the kind of grand nature of it all. Yeah, definitely 3.5 out of 5 Kings.
All right. Well, join us tomorrow for the second to last adventure in the Kings of Horror. We're going to be looking at The Mist.
Finally, something good.